entrance must be on the other side.
Oh, utterly useless. Shocking. Very shocking. Oh, utterly useless.
Gemstone might be important.
Where's a decent sword? Shoddy. Very shoddy.
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir. Is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard
I never
of...
said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Sutter invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. But the war with the Vani had only just ended and I was... wary. Long after, I learned how Sutter devoured the elves' immortal light, Huga by Huga. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugers does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Sutter, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me.
I know the place. Home to the most ill-tempered shits imaginable.
Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Vangrin was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broka. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Do not linger. Go and find me some helpers.
A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Augur.
He's the master of this workshop?
Master? Nah, but he's chief when the masters ain't here.
Let's see. Which one is Augur?
Can't you see I'm busy?
Useless.
Do I look like I got
Best
time for
ask
small
someone
talk?
else.
Starving dwarves produce so.
Did anyone follow you?
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakland.
I should go speak with Ogler again.
I sometimes think Reda makes these up just to keep us all busy. You'll be back. And there will be more contracts waiting.
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brocker or Sindri.
They still breathe? Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Broker?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brocker when he shows up.
Tell him Harvey of Asgard was here.
Harvey of... by Ymir. Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
Three times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel. A big one.
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is
Horseshit. Master Broker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat.
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special meat?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or two, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now hold on, we didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting. I must hand it to Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek out a horn of Svartalfheim's finest. I should be cautious around here. The sweet scent of mead, followed by the stench of muspels. Yatna too. Go, Sunan. Let's see you, old friend.
What's all that about? What's happening? Blood was weak. That's what comes when Surtur.
kick the nest there.
Where are they holding him, I wonder?
I'm out of meat! Bring me another barrel!
Thank you. Much obliged. Surely there's some sign of Sindri here. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they are not as light as they look. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Jan's Hus, they call it. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri, and here a bag of roasted acorns. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized, even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue, using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish, but alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jan's Hus. That is where I should go next.
Just stand there. Get it over with. I'm not afraid of any.
Reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late. I must be careful now. Go, my eyes.
Help! Someone! Anyone, help!
Someone help me! Please!
The giants have no mercy. When I face them, I will show them none. Body over there. I hope it's not who I think it is.
Thank you, my friend. It is appreciated. Driv! Brattela eon för Alderstavi!
This mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion as this Kalda's first victim. And that amulet, the sigil. Sindri, reckless fool, all this was a meat. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Broke. Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches.
Yeah!
Dwarven hookahs, even one such as Sindri's, are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Kelda sated the Salakar with the hookahs of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
It cannot be. Is this Sindri, noblest of dwarves?
Please let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarves. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker. Never seen a dwarf row on one of these boats. I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to...
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar. Like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri, beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop.
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then... one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lopped his chisel and struck the coward dead, right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written. I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
Harvey, please. Let me grieve in peace.
Where could they be?
There's something wrong, Basil.
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch...
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri?
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Broker. Except now we can't find them.
You have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. I'd be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
I am very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It's exhausting. Oh, Loki. Friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation. Even the lies. If I were Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. A majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. Finally, the tools of Sindri's trade. Reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so. Evil days come.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off.
We must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Evil days come. Perhaps he can be of use. dwarves have saved the place for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now, tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
What defined Sutter was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutter's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
Senses. If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.
These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on.
Good to see you're getting along. So, Broker, do you accept your duty?
don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up my arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your own...
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you return.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Ymir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I've dealt with Alvat Milna, but not the other two.
She builds a fresh army at Alvat Milna. It too must be ended. In the meantime, I shall return to Eitri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done, and I will expect answers regarding the Salakar. I have work to do.